fashion show where the models themselves have been affected by domestic violence. The funds collected help provide year-round awareness initiatives against domestic violence. To give us all the details, with us this morning, our fashion show organizer, Craig Martin, the president of the Love Life Now Foundation, Laverne Gordon, and survivor model, Brianna Cabell?
Yeah.
Did I say that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Which way is it?
Cabell.
Did you notice I said both, just in case?
Right.
Congratulations.
Yes.
You guys are so excited. This past weekend was a very important weekend. Who would like to start telling us about how everything went?
It went fantastic. So we went into this, Craig had mentioned, if we, the show went off without a hitch the first year,
Yes.
that we would go into it the second year, and that was no issue whatsoever. We had a whole new group of survivor models and a whole lot of empowerment and tons of money raised to continue to create awareness around the issue of domestic violence.
Well, I can only imagine the fact that, when you first start something and then other people can see, wow, that was great. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that. And I want to talk to, Craig about that, because last year you were, sitting here and I said, Craig, would you do it again? Because it had just been the first year. And now I'm going to ask you the same question. Would you do it again?
We're absolutely doing it again. I mean, we saw a significant amount of growth in terms of people who were aware of it, people who understood what we were doing, who understood that all the models were going to be survivors, and who understood, and maybe this is because we had been through it and we were better able to explain it, but there were more people who understood how important the role of the audience was for this entire event. I mean, the models come out into a room full of people who are there to support them and love them, and particularly in a year where we have seen so much from our society, our courts, our Senate saying survivor stories don't matter.
Don't matter, right?
To have these survivors walk out into a room full of people who are saying,
does matter.
and all the people there are saying, you are absolutely right, it matters. It matters to you, it matters to me, I'm here because it matters, and I'm here to show you love.
And I'm feeling all goosebumps. I mean, it feels great. Brianna.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
How
much.
did you feel?
I felt great. I felt like it was like a graduation. It created closure for me due to my traumatic background. I didn't feel alone, and I felt a lot of support.
What would you tell other people that are out there and that are probably, in the same situation that you were once in, because that's no longer the case?
No longer the case. I would say to speak up, to get some help, and that they're not alone at all.
Yes, I am so happy that you did this, and it's a great feeling, and I'm glad, because other people who are probably watching say, I would like to do what Brianna did this year. So I understand, Laverne, that you were able to raise $9,000.
Yes. I mean, in a room packed of people who, like Craig said, understood that they were there to raise awareness. And one of the things that I said in the opening remarks, which rings true, is that this is not about, buying a ticket at the end of the day. This is not about raffles. It does help.
Yes.
But the idea is that we are empowering folks and we are raising awareness around this issue so that folks can see people like Brianna and the wide range of models that we had, because we did have a wide range, that it affects everybody, right? At some given point, 1 in every 4 women, and we tend to think that the 1 in every 4 is a certain demographic, a certain age,
family members
right?
Also, because they're worried, they're concerned, they feel like they're sort of in it themselves, correct?
Yes,
Absolutely. It's a cycle, And so again, showing the wide demographic of women and men. And men. We have 2 men that walked this year. One whose mom was killed by domestic violence early this year, and one who has been affected by it personally, as an individual. So again, showing this wide range of people that this affects really heightens the awareness on the issue that it is not you alone going through this. So it is so